I know you have a lot going on right now, but I
Yeah.
want to start by asking, I know you're a lover of sharks.
Yeah.
You're a man with a home full of aquariums, and you just hosted a special Shark Week special.
Yeah, man, I love me some sharks.
That's great.
More than flounder.
You like sharks more than flounder?
Yes, I love sharks, man.
I never even heard
It's
this.
in my blood. Marine life is in my blood.
Always.
A lot of people don't know that Jacques Cousteau is my biological grandfather.
What, really?
Jacques Cousteau.
You're a quarter Cousteau?
Jacques Cousteau Morgan.
Really?
That was his name.
Oh, that was...
My grandmother did catering on his boat, the Calypso.
Oh, wow.
And he loved her red beans and rice. He loved it. And one thing led to another.
Really?
And voila.
Voila.
They start getting busy.
Yeah.
On the seat.
On the seat.
You know he got a sign on the back of his boat.
Jacques Cousteau did?
Yeah, if this Calypso is rocking, don't come a knocking.
Oh, I didn't know that. Listen, what an interesting slice of marine history.
Yeah.
You, I want to have a serious moment here. I did read you were getting a divorce. I was very sorry to read that.
Yeah, man, I'm getting a divorce, man. My ex-wife took that social distancing too far. She moved out and I ain't seen her since. I called her up and I said, hey, baby, you quarantining? She said, call it what you want to call it. I ain't never coming back to you.
Well, so that was very sad. But I'm wondering, are you getting back in the game? Are you going to try dating again? Are you going to use the dating app?
Yeah, I'm on the app.
You're on the app.
I'm on Tinder.
Oh, okay.
Trey Bag is on Tinder. My Tinder profile is just a Walmart truck dropping a bag of money on my front lawn. I'm holding a sign that say, "Can I live?"
Do you no, Jeremy, I know your ex-wife was younger than you. Are you dating women your age now?
Yeah, I'm dating age appropriate, man.
Uh-huh.
I'm going for old broads.
Okay. What age?
75, 80.
Oh, you are.
That's my thing. You know? She got pushing around the oxygen tank, you know. She has emphysema.
Oh, wow.
That's what I love. Organic names like Blanche or Flossie. She smokes 4 more cigarettes. Has a casino voice. She talk like this. I love you too, Tracy. I see trees of green, red roses too. That's my baby girl.
Now, it is the end of the school year. Have you had to go to graduations? Have you been attending that sort of thing?
I've been to one.
Okay.
My uncle Leonard, he graduated.
Oh, he did. Your
in
uncle.
prison.
Oh, okay.
In prison. He did 38 years in prison, and he's just getting his GED.
Oh, wow. That's
Like, well, what you been doing for 38 years? And the warden got these convicts thinking they're gonna get their diploma and go off to college, but that's not gonna happen.
No.
They're gonna get that piece of paper and go back to their cell.
Do they give him the cap and gown?
Yeah, they got the cap and gown and the state issue greens underneath. With the shackles, you can see the guard up in the tower with the rifle. They actually on the stage singing the graduation song. Convicts up there going, how do I say goodbye to what we had? The good, they got them doing that.
Yeah, well,
I just left.
Oh, you left, yeah.
It was funny.
You, going back on the road must be nice. I know people are gonna be happy to see you. Are you happy now that the pandemic's cooling down? You get to go out and do some live comedy again? What are you looking for there, Trace?
I'm sorry. I was looking at that guy up there. He's not smiling. He's not laughing at none of my jokes. Why are you shortchanging me, man? What have I done to you? What was you saying?
Well, just based on that, we can tell how much you love an audience. Are you excited to get back out and do stand-up again?
Yeah, man, but now I gotta worry about monkeypox.
Monkeypox?
Yeah,
monkeypox. You're
monkeypox.
concerned about, the pandemic's over, but you're worried about monkeypox.
I'm worried about the monkeypox.
Okay.
They out there.
Yeah.
And monkeypox has been around forever.
Oh, it's not new?
It's been around since the 90s.
Really?
They ain't nothing but clap.
What?
The monkeypox. My cousin, Leonard, he got monkeypox in 96.
Oh, wow.
But he had gonorrhea too, so they just gave him a shot of penicillin and got rid of both of them.
Oh, they knocked him out at once. That's nice, yeah. One shot for the price of
Monkeypox,
two.
that's the reason why Michael Jackson got rid of bubbles. Bubbles gave him monkeypox. Bubbles was a nasty chimp. He had anything moving.
Yeah, you know what? Not a lot. We don't hear a lot about
Bubbles was nasty. He can't come to my house.
Bubbles can't
He
come-
better stay away from my sister. I know that.
We'll be right back with more from Tracy Morgan. You got a giant honor recently. You were honored by the Friars Club as their icon award. This has been given out to people like Billy Crystal, Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro, Tony Bennett. Quite a list.
Yeah, man. Douglas Fairbanks Jr., we weren't even talking back then.
Yeah.
And I got one. I'm like, y'all sure y'all giving it to the right person?
Was
So
it?
they gave me a Friars Club. I'm the first black recipient to get this award.
That's fantastic. What an honor.
First black recipient. Think about that. You think about that, the first black recipient to receive an Icon Friars Club award. So we can look back on this and say, I am the first, like, Friars Club member to have a bigger than Milton Berle.
That is what I'm gonna say when I look back on it.
Very important.
It's historic. Now, hey, I know there are a lot of people there to celebrate you, including our new mayor, Mayor Adams, who tends to get out to events.
Yeah, he was there, and Giuliani was there, and de Blasio, everybody was there, man. The mayor was there. I don't call him Mayor Adams, I call him Eric.
You call him Mayor.
That's
Okay.
my boy. Yeah, we went to high school together.
You did. How was
I
that?
sold him lunch tickets.
You sold him lunch.
Especially then when it was fish and tater tots. He loved tater tots and chocolate milk.
And you were kind enough to sell him your
Yeah,
lunch tickets.
I love the mayor.
That's great.
That's my guy.
I'm very happy to hear that. You're. I want to ask about this. Your daughter has taken to the idea of doing stand-up.
Yeah, that's my baby. She just did it in front of Radio City, 3 jokes and told a story in front of 500 people at Radio City, and it was great. She writes my material now.
She writes your material?
Yeah.
What does she got? Does she got anything you
A
like?
lot of good stuff. Like the other day, she was playing with her cousin, and they were playing with the Tonka trucks, and her cousin accidentally hit her with a Tonka truck, and she made him pay her $20. I said, "You're a chip off the old block."
Hey, is it true? You know, we have Jabari Banks coming out. He's so great in, in the new Bel Air playing.
I like to talk about that.
Okay,
I
'cause
don't like to talk about that.
You don't like to talk
Nah,
about.
I could have got that role.
Oh.
I could have got that role. They
You
did a
was-
background check, too much porno.
Oh, really?
I starred in too much porno stuff.
So it wasn't that you were too old for the part. It was just you failed the background check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
background check.
That's such a bummer.
I had the part.
You really, they gave you the cast and then they did the background check and they took it away.
You, John Holmes, too much. No.
That's so heartbreaking. I'm so sorry. Hey, why? What's the title? No disrespect. How'd you come up with the title for your show?
Because I'm going to say a lot of stuff on stage, and I don't mean to disrespect anybody.
Okay, so you like to get that out.
There's a
front of-
lot going on
Yeah, there's a lot.
between
going on.
audience members and comedians on there.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on now. That's why I bring a baseball bat on stage.
Okay.
I got a Louisville Slugger for you. This is not Attack Tracy Morgan on stage night.
You've got a lot of shows in Texas. I think 4 or 5 dates in Texas. Have you done stand up in Texas before?
Yeah, I've done it there, but this is on a different level, man. Because of the recent mass shooting there, man, I just want to go there and show some love to those people, man.
That's really sweet.
I love you, Texas. It was horrible. It was a horrible thing, and we were all traumatized by it. And I just want to have an opportunity to go there and show my love to those people.
And I imagine when people go and see Tracy Morgan, the expectation is they're going to have a really good time. And I can't imagine you do anything but deliver.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being
love
here,
you,
Tracy.
Seth. You
It's
know
always
that.
an honor to have you here. You guys, that's Tracy Morgan.
Yo,
What?
that dude is not from Germany.
Benny Greb?
No, he's from Canarsie.
Oh, really? He's from
Oh,
from
right there in
Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
Really?
Yeah.
You recognized
I went
him.
to high school with him.
Oh, no. So why do you think he's doing this cover story?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's running some type of scam. I don't know. Insurance or something. I don't know.
It's so helpful when you're here because I feel like you have such a good eye for scam artists.
Yeah. I used to be one.
Yeah. Now that I think of it, Benny.
Everybody thinking I was a comedian.
Oh, really? So Very, very interesting. Now, Tracy, I love to have you here to get your bounce on the news. We had midterms this week. I know you're a bit of a politico.
Yeah.
Did you stay up? You stay up late? Did you follow it
Man,
all?
it was a race. You know, I mean, it happened, and like you don't know, I won.
Oh,
I'm the king of New York,
King? I didn't even
and I'm
realize.
ruling over everything. I'm ruling over Brooklyn,
Okay.
Manhattan,
Okay.
Queens,
Okay.
and the Bronx.
Okay.
Everything except for Staten Island.
Okay, got you.
That's Wu-Tang's territory.
So you're king of 4 out of the 5 boroughs. That's very
Yes.
exciting.
And one of my first rulings, I'm going to be the head coach of the Giants.
Really? The Giants are actually doing pretty well this year.
Yeah, I love them. We're gladiators. We're gladiators.
But you're gonna
You know what John Lennon called New York City?
What did John Lennon?
Called it Rome.
Oh, wow.
This is the center of the universe.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. So it's exciting that you're taking over. You're the king of New York. You're taking over the Giants. What are you now as a coach? What would be the first rule you would have as a coach in the NFL?
I would change the lunch. Everybody's eating pork and beans and franks. Cowboy food.
Yeah. Oh, that's very exciting. You feel like maybe things have gotten a little too nutritious and you need to go back to the old way.
Absolutely. Whatever happened to Knishes?
That's true. You feel like you.
I love Knishes.
Uh-huh.
I used to go to Coney Island a lot
To go have a knish?
to have a Knish.
There you go. I find out new stuff about you every time you're here.
You didn't know this about me.
I didn't.
All them years on Saturday Night Live, you didn't know I love
You kept this knish secret. Yeah. Hey, I heard you're very excited. I mean, I think we all are about the new Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I auditioned for it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I auditioned for Black Adam.
Really?
I auditioned for anything with the word black in it.
Great. So what happened at the audition for Wakanda?
They didn't hire me.
Okay.
They said I look like Garfield with my tights on.
Oh,
They don't know what they talking
that
about.
would work again. Yeah, I would say that maybe. But you'll still see it? You're still excited to see it?
How much you selling that guitar for?
Will you please stop trying to
I need to
the
buy a
instrument?
guitar.
Hey, I
If
heard...
she ever got on crack, she'll sell that for $20.
Oh, if there's ever a reason not to be on crack, I guess it's that. Hey,
Let's not act like crack don't exist. My aunt was on crack, man.
oh, well.
She bought me a Game Boy for Christmas one day and then she stole it. And then she helped me look for it. All crackheads do that.
Well, that's a lovely Christmas story. Hey, is it true? Speaking of Christmas, I think people might want to buy some new sneakers. Maybe you have a new shoe line.
Yeah, I got a new brand called Traybag 3000.
Okay.
They look like flip-flops, but they built to take the elevator.
Oh wow. It's
Because I got hit by a truck. I don't be taking no elevators.
Now wait.
My sciatica be acting up. I go to strip clubs and be pushing women off my lap. You know I got sciatica.
Wow. Now, how would they know you have sciatica?
Because I tell them.
Oh well, there you go.
Before I tip them, I tell them I got sciatica.
You play a ghost. Do you believe in ghosts, Tracy?
Do I believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Only if they got hit by Walmart trucks.
Okay, gotcha. You have that's Will Ferrell, your friend Will Ferrell.
I love Will. Will is my chief.
You got a really special other co-star in the film, your daughter Maven.
Yeah, that's my booby. That's my stinker mama.
That's great.
I love you, Maven. I love you, Tracy. Matter of fact, my daughter, my son are in the dressing room right now, man.
This is Maven right there.
Yeah, she's doing a backflip on a red
backflip
carpet.
on the red carpet. Pretty impressive.
yeah.
Did you teach her how to backflip, Tracy?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I keep telling you, I got hit by a Walmart truck.
What's Thanksgiving like at the Morgan house?
Well, I really don't want to. My grandmother usually hosts Thanksgiving, and she's gonna have my uncle who just came home from prison. He did 38 years in prison.
Well, that's lovely to have him back.
No, it's not. He's institutionalized. You know how he says grace?
How?
Yo, thank you, G, for giving us this life, G. Yo, thank you for giving us food, my dude.
Yeah, that's.
Yo, good looking, G. Peace, I'm out. I told my grandmother I'm not eating that food. If y'all eat that food, somebody gonna pass away.
Do you feel like the holiday season has been lost a little bit?
Yeah,
the spirit?
man.
Yeah.
If you look around, man, people don't put lights up no more. The only lights in New York City are the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, it's true.
Nobody puts lights up anymore, man.
What do you think happened? Do you think?
Santa Claus, man, he wigged out because Miss Claus was cheating on him.
No.
Yeah, everybody knows she was running around with Crumpus.
Oh no.
Jack Frost, he dealt with Jack Frost.
You had some very.
No, but Santa Claus moved to Florida now. He left
really?
North Pole, he moved to Florida.
Oh well, that's
He's
nice.
dealing with a lady out there named Carol, so he's getting happy.
Carol?
Yeah, he's getting back on his feet. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, his nose is red.
Yeah.
That's cocaine.
No.
He don't got no cartilage, no nothing in his nose no more.
The cartilage is gone.
Cartilage is gone. The
Oh, my
membrane, no membrane. You sneeze and a coke booger came out.
Hey, you're doing the New York Comedy Festival. It's very exciting. This Saturday.
Yes, I am.
And Tracy, even more exciting, it's your birthday today. And we got a cake for you, Trace. There you go. Happy birthday, Tracy, right there. And I wanted to get you some cake toppers. Now, Tracy, you've long said you are related to Jacques Cousteau.
Yes.
So we got you, an octopus there and a
Yes.
shark. You love Shark Week, right?
Yes, I do.
Have you seen the Star Wars films, Tracy?
Yes, and everybody knows Chewbacca's a bum.
Okay. Why is Chewbacca
Everybody
a
know
bum?
he's behind in his child support payment.
He is.
Got 16 puppies out there he ain't taking care of.
The Knicks, you love the Knicks, right?
I love my Knicks, baby.
Fancy sports car?
Oh, yeah, I got a
Yeah.
couple of those.
All right, so just for time, I'm gonna light one of these candles, and why don't you burn it out and blow it out, excuse me, and make a wish for us, Tracy.
Okay. My 2 kids that have good health and joy and love in their life. And for all the fans and all you guys out there in the world, may God bless you, and I love you.
All right, there we go. Tracy Morgan, everybody.
Yo, it's always good to be back, man.
How have your last 5?
You know I know Craig, right?
You know Craig, the drummer?
Me and Greg go back like spinal cords and car seats.
Okay, great. Now
That's my man.
you're calling
Can
him
I get my
Greg.
$12
You're
back?
calling him Greg, and his name is Craig, so that makes me doubt.
No, everybody else call him Greg. I
Everybody
call
calls him Greg, okay.
Same soup.
Same
soup, just a different bowl.
Okay, great. Now, quick. You've been gone for 5 months. I haven't seen you.
Everybody been going for 5 months. I ain't
know.
seen you either.
Now we're back. What have you been up to?
I'm ended the strike. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That was me.
That was you?
That was me.
You ended the strike.
I ended the strike.
How?
Between the Writers Guild and the studios. I went into the meeting with 2 of my trusted negotiators, Craigo and Bobby Batch. And I told them, if you don't end the strike, you're gonna have to deal with them.
Oh, wow.
Strike was over.
Hey, well, thank you. I mean,
Now we are back.
we're back. But, I know you're a New Yorker through and through. A very harrowing week with the flooding. Were you caught up on
No,
Friday?
I was on the West Coast. I was doing some shows on the West Coast, but I heard about the storm.
Yeah.
I heard about the rain, and I heard that one of the sea lions escaped
Yeah.
from Central Park.
Yep.
He escaped from Central Park, and he swam downtown.
Okay. Really?
But he saw the size of the rats, and he was disgusted. So he just jumped in the Uber and came on back uptown.
He did. Oh, well, that's a nice. I'm glad that he's back. I'm glad that he's back. You were on the West Coast. You've been doing a lot of traveling.
Yeah, I do the traveling. I love it.
You love being on the road?
We're having a bunch of fun. I love being on the road. Stand-up is my foundation.
Yeah.
So I love going. Me and my cousin is with me, Lavelle. He's with me. His name is Lavelle, but his real name is Anthony.
Okay.
I don't call him by his government. 'Cause he calls his real name his government. So we go through the airport, the TSA security, and where you stay on the yellow line, and you gotta put your hands up like this.
Yep.
My cousin said, yeah, I know the position. I've been doing it since I was 14.
No, it's very confusing. If somebody has 2 names like that, that's when you get in trouble. Do you worry about stuff like identity theft? Is that a thing?
I ain't worried about no identity theft, not my family.
Okay.
My family hopes somebody steal our identity. They want to see how a thief is going to do with a 350 credit card, credit score, and tax problems. They want to see exactly how he's going to do.
Oh, so they might hope somebody steals it so they can give instruction on how to deal with the finance. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
What about, this is a big issue in the strike and continues to be for SAG-AFTRA, and I know you remember that. AI. Are you concerned about AI?
Man, I don't know nothing about no technology.
Okay.
I don't even know how to turn the computer off. If it start making noise, I just pull the plug out the window.
Yeah, so I guess you're not really at the AI level.
I'm old school, bro. All I do is karate and make babies. That's all I do.
Those are,
In that order.
that is, those are two wonderful hobbies. Now, I also know you're single now.
Well, yeah. Ladies, I'm on Tinder. My Tinder profile is a Walmart truck dropping off a bag of money on my front lawn. Yeah, I'm dating again, you know, but, you know, me, I'm messing with the migrants. That's my thing. I mess with migrants because it ain't about money, it's about the green card.
Oh, interesting.
You don't even gotta have a rap. All you gotta do is walk up to them and say, you wanna stay here?
Wow.
America's nice, right? Yeah, bring your scooter. But she gotta have a dark tooth.
A dark tooth.
I love dark tooth, that's my style.
Just the
One dark tooth.
one dark tooth. Okay. So that's interesting. Do you ever worry when you see that on someone's dating profile that they've, used a filter to darken one tooth for the purposes of?
Yeah, but I could see through that.
Yeah, you can see through it. You, I've heard you mention there was that that brawl.
Ooh, yeah.
It was a riverboat.
Yeah, I started it.
You did?
You talk about the brawl in Alabama?
Yeah. The
I
riverboat
started that.
brawl.
I started that.
You started that.
That
So
was-
you
yeah.
ended the strike and you started that.
The brawl.
How'd you start the brawl?
I parked my boat there. Then this other dude said, hey, can I park my boat here? I said, sure, what's the worst that can happen? Then I went and got me a fish sandwich. And I came back and it was WrestleMania.
So let me get this straight. You go off to get a fish sandwich.
Sandwich, not sandwich.
Okay, sorry.
I say sandwich.
You got a fish
From the
sandwich.
ghetto.
Yes. You get a fish sandwich,
Yeah.
and then when you come back, it's just mayhem.
It was WrestleMania. They was throwing down, bro.
You went to you were at the Giants game last night, right?
I'm still hurting.
Yep. I'm sorry.
Still traumatized.
Yep.
Still traumatized.
You
I think maybe they should get Rudy as quarterback.
Rudy from the.
Because they didn't remember the Titans.
Do you think they should get? You should get.
Gotta remember the Titans.
But isn't Rudy from a different movie?
You trying to confuse me.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to keep it straight, an easy way to remember is Rudy's from a movie called Rudy. Tracy, I know you to be an athlete, a former athlete.
Yeah.
And lest people think I'm making light, this is.
They think I was born into this body.
This
Even
is
though I'm
you
the
were
illegitimate son of Denzel Washington.
you were a hurdler in high school, and that is no joke. Hurdling is
You gotta run through the hurdle.
You got to run through it, but you did not run through the hurdle. Look at Tracy Morgan hurdling as a young man. You were not messing around.
No, I wasn't. Those were my Carl Lewis days.
You were Carl Lewis days. And I remember I saw it when I started at SNL, people said, oh, you should go back, you should watch Tracy Morgan's audition for SNL because you auditioned, one of your bits was a hurdler.
Yeah.
And you could still get your legs up. It was very impressive.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, though.
Yeah. I enjoyed watching
Many
it.
surgeries ago.
How is your...
I in my life, I just believe that maybe Tony Dorsett or Drew Pearson are my biological father.
Yeah.
One of them, because I know Tony used to drive a white van. He sold fish out the back of that van.
Right. Did you, how is your health? You mentioned all these surgeries.
I'm good. You know, I'm
Okay.
sweet. I'm sweet
Okay.
like bear meat.
You haven't had to go in?
I'm sweet like bear meat. You see all the weight I've lost, right?
You look good.
That's that Ozempic.
You're on the Ozempic? That's great. You like it?
But I buy my Ozempic off the streets.
Okay.
That's the good stuff on the
Okay,
streets.
so you're getting street Ozempic.
I'm on the streets.
And you feel
I'm out there on them streets.
you feel safe taking street
Yes!
Ozempic. Tracy, as
Even though they legalize weed, I'm still going underground to get mine. 'Cause that's where the good stuff is. It ain't been stepped on.
oh, they step on the Ozempic you get from a
In the
doctor.
hospital,
Yeah, okay.
I know a dude named Doc.
Doc? But
Up in Harlem. He making Ozempic.
Gotcha. So the doc you know is not a medical
Should
professional.
I go get it? I'm not gonna do. Let me get 2 Ozempic
So you get your Ozempic 2 at a time?
on the streets.
Well, it's working. You look like $1 million.
Sweet like bear meat.
Sweet like bear meat. I want to talk about your new show, but before that, I do want to check in real quick. How are you feeling about your Knicks this year? You've been going to a lot of
I
games?
love you. Ain't see what we did yesterday?
Yeah, really nice.
We spanked San Antonio.
Yeah.
I love the Knicks. I love New York. I love y'all. I love
Yeah.
everything about it. Yo, we got the best pizza. We got the best pizza. We got subway stations. You know that, right?
Yeah.
We got the best people in the world.
Yeah.
This right here is New York City. This is where King Kong died. And we told Godzilla, you next. You the flying turtle, the three-headed monster, y'all can get it. We're not playing here.
No. Not enough people
You know
talk.
why everybody can't come here? Because the lights are too bright.
Right.
Lights are too bright on Broadway.
Yeah.
The city never sleep. We went through that blizzard. The snow is gone. The snow said, I ain't landing down there.
I was, I had a great New York moment. I brought my son. The first sporting event I ever took him to was a Knicks game. And before the game started, we ran into you, and it was thrilling.
That's
that was who
us.
I wanted him. That's who I wanted him to see first.
But you don't know. You see how close he is to my ear?
Yeah.
He whispered in my ear, let me hold $20.
What? He wanted to hold $20?
I'm his bookie. I'm his bookie.
You were
trying
taking
to-
action from him?
Yes. He laid some bets down. He lost 3 stacks against the Jets.
Oh, no. Well, now that's a good transition. And I want to talk about your show, Reggie Dinkins. And I will say, I saw you on our friend Jimmy Fallon show last week, and things got very off track. And I want to make sure that we talk about your show. A lot of people I love, you love, helped create this show. Sam Means, Robert Carlock, Tina Fey.
Tina, my sister.
It's a wonderful
all
show.
My brothers.
You play
Sam.
a former Jets player who got kicked out of the league for gambling,
Yeah.
and now you're making a documentary about your life.
Big shots to Pete Rose.
Yeah.
I love Pete Rose.
Yeah.
They mad at him. He went to his grave not going into the Hall of Fame
Yeah.
for gambling.
Yeah.
They mad at him because he used the dugout phone to call his bookie.
Yeah.
So this show is based on that, you know? But we are here.
Do you feel like Pete Rose should have had a redemption arc?
What? Charlie Hustle?
Yeah.
I had a fight over him because I was playing baseball card, and this dude took 2 Willie Randolphs, a Pete Rose, a Reggie Jackson, a Rod Gidry, and a Greg Necklace. And I said, you're not leaving this park with my cards. And I tried to make a deal with him, but he wouldn't go for the deal, so I beat him up and took my cards back.
And you
I still collect baseball cards to this day.
do you
I
really?
got a Jordan rookie.
Really?
You want to buy it?
Don't. Wait,
I'm selling
sir, please
$150,000.
don't use this time to sell your baseball card.
Hey.
Did you played football in high school, right?
Yes, I was a tailback. I was a halfback. I was pretty good.
Yeah.
I ran a 4.6 40 as a junior.
That's really good. So you did track and football.
That was, I ain't do nothing else. I ain't do no science. I ain't do nothing else.
Okay.
Just sports, and that's it. Sports and cheerleaders, that's it.
Okay.
That's when I discovered girls.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's when I put math and all that away.
The football came in handy. Your first appearance on SNL, you played William Refrigerator Perry.
Oh, wow. I remember my very first appearance. My life has come 360 because I'm playing another football player.
Yeah. You're a Giants fan in real life.
Yeah.
You play a former Jet. What do you feel about people who root for the Jets? Do you have sympathy for people who choose?
If you are a Jet fan, a Met fan, or Nets fan, you got low self-esteem.
Okay. You feel like they've just made bad choices.
I heard that your crew is Jet fans.
Yeah, we're all Jets and Mets
No,
here.
you better move on from them because
You think I should cut ties?
These guys, your ratings start going down. You better come back up and get some Giant fans to do your cameras.
Now, I just will say, the Giants haven't really been guns blazing in recent years.
That's because we're rebuilding.
I see.
I'm going to start recruiting for them.
Do
I
you
got
feel
some
like-
high schoolers for them.
You said you were a former tailback. How many plays do you think you would survive if you played NFL football right now?
How many plays would I survive?
It took you so long to like
Maybe
change the way
2.
you were sitting, too.
2.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, I used to play for Cleveland.
Cleveland?
Yeah. They put me in the game now. I'm just calling the timeout. That's it.
Which Cleveland did you play for?
I played for the Cleveland Dugout.
The Cleveland Dugout. Were they a local team, the Cleveland
I'm
Dugout?
watching you. I don't like that guy right there.
You don't like that guy right there?
He looks suspicious.
Yeah, we'll get him out during the.
you looking at me
yeah.
like that?
You know what? I didn't think so either, but now he's very suspicious.
Yeah. Keep putting his hand in it.
You know what? I want to ask you a lot more questions about Reggie Dickens. Will you stick around? Mm-hmm. All right. We'll be right back with more from Tracy Morgan.
No, I don't want to talk about the cat. I want to go find it.
Wait, sorry, you're not seriously planning on going back out there, are you, after last night?
Last night was a good start. Every great cat finder starts with a few dogs. That's where the expression comes from.
But it's a fool's errand.
I don't even know what that means. Fools run errands all the time. That's why Wawa sells sushi.
Welcome back. We're here with Tracy Morgan. That was a clip from the fall and rise of Reggie Dickens. I mean, one of my favorite people in this business or any other, Daniel Radcliffe. How do you enjoy working with Daniel?
He's so sweet
Yeah.
and humble. My whole cast, I mean, he's different with me. That's my brother. And like we'll be working and he's always grabbing, 'cause you know I got hit by a truck and all that. So he's always grabbing and helping me and moving me and he's really on me all the time. And I love him for that, man. I love him.
I know you're, I don't know if you're
I'm going to see him this Friday on Broadway.
Are you really? That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
On Broadway.
You know, I know you're more of a Star Wars guy than a Harry Potter guy.
Star Wars. I went to the Knick game with a female that's in the Star Wars movie now.
Really? Was
Now,
that?
I told her that Chewbacca is garbage.
Is this
Because everybody knows he's behind in his child support payments.
Chewbacca is behind?
Chewbacca
This
had
is
about
new.
4 litters and don't take care of none of them puppies.
Oh my God. I had no idea this is, I mean, but you are kind of an insider. When
What's the guy that Billy D. Williams, what was it? Billy D.
Lando
Williams?
Calrissian?
Lando Calrissian left a good union job. He went against the Rebel Alliance and went and got with the evil empire.
Yeah.
Bad.
Hey, is it true you once got lost at a zoo when you were young?
When I was younger, yeah, I was in camp.
You were-
My
okay.
counselor, Spencer, when we first got to the zoo, he said, nobody throw nothing at the animals.
Sure, that's a
What
good...
did little Tracy do?
Oh, no.
Start throwing rocks at the monkeys. So he yelled at me and I ran. I took off and I was lost in the Bronx Zoo for like 4 hours. And they found me. I was hanging out with some flamingos. I might have got one of them pregnant. I don't know. She laid an egg and I cut out. I was a deadbeat dad to a flamingo chick.
Very, very judgmental about Chewbacca based on your own behavior.
I'm young Skywalker.
How's your aquarium? Multiple aquariums.
Well, I had the 20,000-gallon shark tank in the backyard.
Yep.
Then I got a pool table with a school of piranha in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you play pool and there's...
And there's piranhas swimming around under you.
Is that distracting when you're trying to play pool? How many-
Not for me, it ain't. Put some money down, I'm gonna win. You gonna be worried about your legs, I'm gonna be shooting, moving balls and stuff.
This is, as your love of...
You know what I feed them?
Feed your fish?
Yeah.
What?
The dudes that's trying to feed them. Throw your ass in there. I gotta spend no money on no food. They eat for weeks.
So you have to keep replacing the guy who feeds them then, obviously.
Absolutely.
You're the voice of a fish in a new movie called Swapped.
Yeah, me and Michael B. Jordan is
That's
in
a-
that.
that's a
My
good
daughter's
cast.
in there with me.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, she has a line with Michael B. Jordan.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
I
How
told
are
my-
your kids? Are your kids good?
Yeah, they're all healthy and they're doing well. My son just graduated college. My youngest son.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Connecticut, New Haven. My daughter's doing great. She does nothing but hundreds on her tests and she's beautiful.
That's great.
Yeah. And I'm a cool dad.
You're a cool dad. You might be the coolest
Papa
dad.
Dion, you gotta seize the moment.
Yeah, there you go.
It ain't every day you get to be a cool dad. Mom is always cool. Mom is always cool. She the one, but dad, you gotta seize the moments. Like growing up, my kids are all Harry Potter fans. Now I work with them.
Yeah. Do they want to hang out with him? Do they want to come to set?
That's what I tell them. Dump the garbage, make up your bed, wash the dishes.
Yeah.
When you do that, you get to come to work with me.
That's fantastic. Well, I mean, I will tell you, I got to work with you for years. It's one of the best things on earth, and it's always great to have you here. Thank you so much, Tracy. Tracy Morgan, everybody! There ain't nobody like him. The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins. There's Monday nights on NBC. Streams the next day on Peacock.